So let's get spiritual. Just want to introduce myself. My name is Sasha, and I wanted to bring to you my philosophy, my theories, and everything I've gained working in the healing and spiritual realm. And also everything that I've gained just from being a psychic and a medium. And this video is here to just tell you about where I am and who I am as a healer, as a medium, and the spirit guides that I tend to work with. One of the spirit guides, my main spirit guide, is actually my mother, Kathy, who is an amazing psychic who touch people to this day. And I get compliments and things, 20, 40 years later about information my mom had passed on. And so now I channel in and I work with her. I work with other ancestral spirit guides, and some that are not, some that I have picked up along my journey. And so from this I have learned philosophies and views and information and styles and techniques of how to live life and how to embrace life and how to work with what we have and how to heal with what we have. And so my objective here is just to show you how accessible and easy it is to not only be a spiritual being, but how you can work with the energy and divine within and the light within, and to tap that energy and to go a step further and not only control habits and thoughts and feelings that might overrun your destiny, but how to get you back on path. So through the years and doing my readings, I have now come to the point where I am one-on-one private clients. I am a strict medium, and I deal with communicating with your spirits, your spirit guides, and your spirit angels. And this is how I explain it to my clients. It's kind of like I have a spiritual posse and you have a spiritual posse. We're in a room, it's a party, and everybody mingles. And so now, when our comfortable environment of our spirits and our white light energy protecting us and keeping us grounded and information comes forward, this is when I begin to speak. So for me, I'm audio, so I hear mostly directly from my guides, sometimes your guides straight on. But I'm audio and I'm also visual. So I get film clips, almost like mini movie reels, and photographs. So I tend to describe what I'm seeing, what I'm hearing, and then I put in my own intuition on what I'm feeling, just to kind of understand and get the gist of it. Sometimes the lingo kind of goes not necessarily, hand in hand. It's hard for a spirit that could be from 1890 describing LinkedIn, So in that sense, it's a way for me to kind of explain to you where they're getting at. Now, I've been fortunate and blessed enough to do events and functions and parties. This is where I have hand at hand. I do tarot cards for events, and I've collected a really cool bunch over the years. My life has always been centered around music, and I see music as the gateway to your soul, and it's the soundtrack of your life, and I just happen to be rock and roll. I can't help it, So I have my David Bowie deck, and I got some really cool cards I've acquired over the years. And then I also have a box of goddess cards, and this is energy that I use to tap into divine healing powers that you can tap into yourself based on the stories and the life that most goddesses have lived before us. And eventually I am working on a deck for men. I am working on God's deck, but right now I'm working mostly with goddess cards. And so I do offer my tarot cards and my goddess cards based on what divine energy you can work within yourself and tap into. But my messages I like to hear sound and clear, and I like to get them directly from your angels. And this is where mediumship, and that's the energy that I have been working with the most. And that's the most clear answers that I can give someone, and the most explained situations I could tell someone, and the most explicit details I can give someone is from the images I see, the films that I get, and the audio that they tell me. So that way I'm specifically explaining to you and giving you the same information that you could be receiving yourself. So of course, on my behalf, it takes a lot of meditation and visualization, channeling in. So it's not just spirit work, it's also self work. But I use that, and then we put that also into the cards. And the cards I like to save for events and parties and things of that sort, because that's where we can kind of streamline and take one thing in particular, and let's do a specific energy that would work for you. Let's take a specific scenario in your life we can work on for you. Let's just generalize it as a whole versus let's channel in. And so working with the tools of divine energy and taking that light chapter and taking that divine energy and laying it out in the card, so to speak, this is where I decided, you know what? This is for when I can only get to one thing. But one-on-one, let's keep it open. Let's keep the party going. Let's put on a little Zeppelin and let's see what happens. So I just wanted to say thank you for joining in on listening about my journey and where I come from as a healer and a reader. And I'm really looking forward to meeting you and hearing from you, and whether you're a medium or a psychic as well and you want to share your experience and story, or you're someone who's looking to get connected to divine powers, whatever questions you may have, whatever obstacles you need to overcome, or whether you just need someone to hear you out, feel free to contact me, and hopefully I will see you as part of my journey.